अपना सपना मनी 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 अपना सपना मनी मनी चाहे जितना मनी मनी अपना सपना मनी मनी अपना सपना
ये क्या मनी मनी कर रही है?
Hello everyone, Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, Assalamu Alaikum and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I am Rajvi Gandhi aka Curry Center and today is another story time. So let's get started. First of all, I would like to thank everyone who supported my last story time. I got so many DMs, you guys commented, you guys liked the thing. I was so nervous, I was so scared to put myself out there on YouTube, but got such a good response. Thank you so much for supporting me. You don't even know how much this means to me. I love you all. Okay, so from the title, you all might be thinking, how did she get that much money in summer? Did she do a heist before money heist? Pun intended. Now, my secret is hard work, a lot of hard work. So, in this story time, I'll be discussing about budgeting 101, about saving up for uni, how to pay uni fees, or anything, how you can save up money so you can use later in life as an investment. So let's get started. So in 2016, I started university in New Zealand and the fees were a lot and my parents were so kind enough to pay everything upfront because I didn't used to get uni fees, student loan. So I was like, I made up my mind. At the end of this year, I have to get a job because I don't want to put that much pressure on my parents. I know they are always going to be there for me to pay my fees, but as long as I have hands and legs, I can work. So I applied for jobs. I applied for 50 to 100 jobs, but didn't get any. But still, I didn't lose hope. I was like, let me just keep on applying. And then I applied at a supermarket where my parents live and I got the job. And so the first day when I went in, I made up my mind. I'm like, okay, we're gonna do full-time work, Rajvi. We're not gonna be lazy and chop, like get to work. And I got to work and then I realized that they have this extra shift schedules too. So I signed up for them. So roughly every week I used to work 50 to 60 hours and I just worked my ass off. I was like, let me just make money. Obviously, I cannot like pay the whole amount, but I can pay some amount, right? Like anything helps. Like my parents are still kind enough to pay for me, but like, let's just work hard and help them pay the fees. So I did that and I did that for 2 years, my first 2 years of summer of universities. And then in my third year, I actually lost that job because of my hand injury, which I had because of my course. And I was really heartbroken. But that year, everything, like I realized that summer made me realize everything happens for a reason. God is watching you. Like it also made me realize no job is small or big. I applied for a restaurant and I got in the restaurant and I was training for it. And then I was still while working in the restaurant because they were not like willing to pay me that many hours and I still had to pay my rent. Even though luckily the year after that I was gonna get the student loan, so I didn't have that much money pressure on me, but I did have the rent pressure. Like I had to pay my bills even though I was living with my parents. The place I live in for university, I still have to pay for it. So I was like, oh my god, like I don't want to ask my parents because they're lovely, they would pay for it, but I'm like, they have so much on their head, their mortgage, their bills and stuff, and I don't want to like ask them. It's just like I have hands and legs, I can work. So even though I was working at the restaurant, I was like in the training period, like the boss was not willing to pay me for 3 days. So it's fine. I was like, okay, let me just do this. And I was still looking for jobs. And luckily I got another job and which helped me pay my bills. And so again, God is great. He's watching you. He's going to put you where you're meant to be. Sometimes like it made me realize, because in the past 2 summers before that, I was working like a dog, and which like I was putting my health at risk. I was not spending time with my family and stuff. And that year, that summer, I spent so much time with my family. I spent so much time with my sister who just recently moved from New Zealand, to New Zealand, sorry. And so there was God is great, okay? Anyway, and then last summer, I again got the job at the supermarket I was working at because my hand was healed. And so that worked out perfectly. I saved all the money. I still have in my savings. So lessons learned. First of all, open a savings account, okay? In your bank account, open a serious saver. What I used to do is I used to get, say, 600, okay? 600, or sometimes when I work more hours, I would get up to 800, 900, okay? Per week. So what I made a budget, like I'm not gonna budge out of it. I used to get 600, and then I used to save 60 to 70% out of it. Like no budging out. I am gonna save. I've made up my mindset. I'm gonna save 60 to 70%. I saved up that much money. Then the other 10 to 20% would go straight to my rent the day I get paid. And the another like 5-10% would be on my hand to do like shopping or go out like with my friends or anything which I want to like spend time with, like splurge on myself. Okay. So I did that, and that helped a lot. I saved a lot of money. That's how I saved up to 8 to 9K each summer. And some summers it fluctuated when I lost the job. Like last summer, I didn't work really hard because I was already getting student loans. So I was just saving up for just in case in future, like an investment in future. If I need it, I have money. If I need to help anyone, I have money. I don't need to ask anyone. And so that's that. And I learned 3 major lessons from this. First one was money makes you greedy. It makes you really greedy in the sense you would not put your health first. And I did that. I worked so hard that times my manager emailed me that she's like, you've signed up for 60 to 70 hours this week. That's not possible, Rajvi. I know you are saving up money for uni, but you need to take care of your health. And I respected the woman so much. Like she was so nice to me from day one. Like she knew what I was doing for, and she was always so lovely. So I was like, okay, Rajvi, like let's take a step back. I know you need money, but your health comes first too. So I start prioritizing my health. And so that happened. And then what second lesson I learned was money makes you independent, man. The independency which came with money, I loved it because now I don't have to ask anyone for money. I can pay my own bills. I can go out whenever I want. Not like my parents ever restricted. My parents are really cool. But still, like I didn't have to ask anyone for money. So I started loving that, and I was like, okay, I can go wherever I want, I can spend whatever money I want, but with a budget always in my head. Like budget is always in my head. If I go out for eating and I know I don't have that much money, I'll have a small snack before going out, so I don't eat that much out. I don't spend that much money outside. Third thing, with independency comes responsibility, and I learned that because now I'm earning money. It's my money. I knew how hard I had to work to get that much cash, okay? So I was like, okay, sometimes I would be like, okay, we don't need to go out today. Or like sometimes I'll be like, let's budget it out. Like if I spend this much money this week, then next week I'm not going to spend that much. So in general, when you start earning yourself, no matter how much, how big of a job you have, how small of a job you have, how big you are earning, how small you're earning, budget is important. Make yourself that like little like 80% or 60% from your thing. That's how we're gonna buy house, in future. That's how we're gonna like buy big things in future. If we want like materialistic thing or anything, it can help in like our parents' health, our grandparents' health, and everyone, because they have helped us so much. It's our time to give them back. And also with this, I want to thank all the immigrant parents who have selflessly helped in like paying their kids' bills, paying for their kids' university fees, school fees, and everything. It's not easy coming to a foreign land and doing everything selflessly. I respect you all so much. I love you all so much, and thank you so much. And thank you everyone in my life who are so hardworking, who are hustlers, which makes me a hustler. All my friends, thank you so much for like working so hard in your own life. That has motivated me and inspired me to work hard in my life. So thank you so much. I love you all. Hope you enjoyed this story time. It was from my heart. And if you like it, please comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.